Hello to one and all whoever is watching the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. We are here in Brazil, round 11 of our first season of racing here in EFR, Elite Formula Racing, our league's first season, and we have reached round 11. To begin this stream, wait a second. Yeah, the sound bug is everlasting with the year. So, to start the stream, obviously welcome, and then I must announce it that we already have the winner of our season 1, that is Rage Nail of Red Bull. So even if he loses the next two races and someone else like Red or Charlie will win the next two races with even the fastest lap, they will not be able to catch him, and he will still be crowned as the season 1 drivers champion. So, yep, that is done and dusted. But we are in Brazil, so we'll talk only about Brazil and this track only. A brilliant track to race on, a brilliant track to overtake, to even go from back of the grid and win the race can be a thing for drivers like Rage Nail or Slowy Red. So, even Rhino, for that sake. So let's go on board with Satvik Reddy of Haas. A really good driver. He's improved a lot in the last few races, so we'll stay on board with him as he goes on to the first few turns. That is Senna's S, left, right, left combo, using as much as of the track he can legally use, and caution flag out in the final two sector. Maybe a slow McLaren there. You know, this famous turn where Hamilton and Verstappen went side by side and Hamilton pushed. Oh, Verstappen pushed Hamilton all the way out of the track. A beautiful track nonetheless. Senna's home track. Legendary driver Ayrton Senna, who hailed from Brazil, 3-time world champion. One of my favorite and favorite of many legends, like Michael Schumacher and even of Lewis Hamilton, even hailed by Fernando Alonso. Oh, a bit of spin there from Haas, but he will be the first to put time on sheet, any time on sheet. And that time will be 108.715. So this is the time to beat right now, for everyone else will be coming behind him. So talking about Mercedes right now, a bit slow, 109.518. That is far away from Satvik Reddy right now. So Hornet not having the best of the time. The other driver for Mercedes today is Faizan, who is taking the role of reserve driver, driving for Mercedes today. Chocolari also putting the time in the Ferrari, 109.137. And I think now Faizan will start his first hot lap and will stay on board with him and see how much faster he is or slower than his teammate Thornton. Good as bacon. Prometheus coming around 1/10 and 19.6. So these are still slow lap times. Rage Nail has retired from this session, and I think he will be starting from the back for sure, as Faizan goes out of the track, but not invalidating his lap there somehow. And Rage Nail must have heard on stream that suggesting him to go from the back of the grid and win the race. Williams going or starting his hot lap, or that is not Slowy Red, that is Prometheus, I think. maybe unconsciously giving a slipstream to Faizan, who goes P3 and is faster than his teammate, as Prometheus was Prometheus moved all the way out and has DNF'd in giving the space to Faizan. Oh my god, I can't even see that. So, oh my god, he has retired. That is upsetting for Williams. And Blancos has also retired. I don't know what happened with him, but he has retired. No time on sheet. So Blancos will also be starting from the back. ABD today driving for Red Bull. So Mercedes right now P3, P4, Haas on pole, provisional pole, and Ferrari on second position. That is fine for now, but I'm sure that will change. P5 right now for Archer with a lap of 109.527. I have been away from racing, but this is one of the track which I missed, missed the most. Brazil, like one of the track which I missed racing on, along with Great Britain's Silverstone, which was not included in this season, but surely will be making a comeback in the next one. As ABD goes across the line and comes P7. He will be the only Red Bull driver today posting any time on the sheet, as Rajnil has already retired. So Rhino is still in the pits. He hasn't come out. I'm expecting better time from him and also from Slowy Red. Goodis Bacon is also an outlap, currently P6. With the track evolution, we might just see better times on the sheet. 108.715 is still the fastest lap. It was the first time on the sheet, first driver to post any time in the session, and still the fastest. As Goodis Bacon has started his out lap. Oh, I'm sorry, hot lap. Two-tenths of an improvement in the first sector for Goodis Bacon. This whole track seems to be made in a valley, in sort of a big pit where there is a track where these races are happening since I think 1960s or 70s. But a beautiful track nonetheless. A beautiful country, that is Brazil. As Goodis Bacon comes along the final corner and will surely be improving. Hope so. Let's see what time he will post now on the sheet, and that is 109.1, 4/10, nearly 5/10 quicker than his previous time. So mighty improvement, pushing the Mercedes down. And Faizan, the reserve driver, is already on the outlap. Also on the outlap is Satvik Reddy. Slowy Red also an outlap, haven't posted any his conventional hot lap. I assume this timing of 112.9 is not representative of the space in any way. So let's stay on board with him this time and see how fast he can go. Will he challenge Satvik Reddy for the pole? As Rhino has also come out of the pits and on his out lap right now, will surely go back to him and we'll see how fast he is going. He is probably one of the contender for pole today. I mean, tonight in the sense of when I'm streaming and when you're watching the race, and today in the scenario of the race whether बदल में तो दिन है अभी तो मतलब रेस के अकॉर्डिंग तो उस हिसाब से ज़्यादा टेंशन नहीं है सीरियस नहीं होना switch to some scenic cinematic camera views. These cars seems to go slow around the track and you see them in certain angles. But now we can read the speed now, which will go from 140 on the turn to 300 and over that on the straight. And now you will see the real pace of F1 car on a straight. Going 320, 729 and goes speed 3. Slows down. Still not reaching there. And Satvik Reddy improving on his time and posted a time now of 108.384. So is Rhino on his hot lap now? Yeah, he is on his hot lap. Fastest first sector, I presume. And I think he will be the one to pose any threat to that pole position of Satvik Reddy. Three drivers are still left and will be left by the end of the session, not posting any time. Or two drivers, I'm sorry. That would be Los Blancos and Rage Nail. Prometheus did post a time, but that was not good. So Rhino in the Alfa Romeo goes across the line, and that is P2, marginally crossing that time of Faizan. But yeah, P2 for him on his first hot lap. Still 5 minutes to go in this session. He might just go directly into the pits and come out for his last attempt, as more and more cars will come out soon to attempt to switch on to fresher compound and go on to give their last fastest lap. Surely an end lap for ABD. Thorned started his hot lap, I presume. I think this might just be the last attempt from Mercedes driver to put any time on the sheet, any better time on the sheet. He's currently P9 and his teammate P3. He has improved 1/10 in the second sector. Let's see how much will he improve in the final sector and how much he has improved in the first sector, which we sort of missed. So he goes across the line and comes okay, P9. He is still P9. Everyone is in the pits and for sure switching on to fresher soft compound. And I don't think so Thorned will have that luxury to go into the pits and come back and give another hot lap, attempt to cross this barrier. Double deep on an out lap. Still not starting his hot lap. And he's going into the pits. No, oh my god, I thought he's going into the pits. So I assume he's doing a prep lap. This will be his prep lap and the next lap will be his hot lap. He's currently P12 with a timing of 109.945. So, yep. Zenith Lee obviously going into the pits, and Thorned will also be going into the pits. He is low on fuel. Oh, okay. Bit of wiggle while entering the pits. Everyone in the pits, but soon they'll be coming out with fresher compound as Satvik Reddy, I assume, is coming out of the pits. I saw Haas. Is that Archit? Yes, that is Archit. Archit is one of the few, I think, one of the top 10 drivers who will be coming out to give the last attempt to have any improvement, any sort of improvement on their time. Fastest time right now 108.384. Archit is out of the pits. Good as Bacon is out of the pits. Chocolate is not coming out. Archit, Slowy Red is out. Faizan is on an out lap. Rhino is also on out lap. Satvik has also come out of the pits. I think Satvik need to rush to the start finish line to start his fast lap. And I think Thornton has also come out of the pits, but I don't know if he's got the time. He might just be the last driver to go across the line and start his lap. As Archit is the first one to start his last hot lap. We'll try to catch up to as many drivers we can throughout their different sectors. Archit not improving in the first sector, so we'll move on to some other driver. We'll see how much good as Bacon is improving, and he has improved not so much. Yep. Behind him is coming Slowy Red. So let's see how much of improvement Slowy Red will show in his first sector. Improving by 1/10, so that is a good improvement. Let's see who else is coming across the first sector. Rhino has completed the first sector, but we have missed his timing. Satvik Reddy not improving in his first sector. Archit improved in his second sector by 3/10. So let's see across the finish line what will Archit post on the timing sheets. And he goes P2 along with his teammate. And now coming behind him will be Slowy Red, I assume. Yeah. Next one, good as Bacon is coming across the line. Oh, he has invalidated his time. Oh my god. So he will not be improving. So now Slowy Red will go across the line, and behind him will go Rhino. Slowy Red will go across the line, and that is P2 for him right now. As Rhino goes across the line and will take the provisional pole for right now. I think Satvik Reddy has invalidated his time. Oh my god. So ABD is a driver and Thornid is also on his out lap. So these both can. Both ABD has invalidated his time. Let's see if Thornid will be improving. And Thornid does improve and goes alongside his teammate to P6. So that was good improvement on his behalf for Mercedes in the last ditch effort to improve. And Rhino snatching that pole away from Satvik Reddy by a 10th and a bit more. But yeah, Satvik Reddy not able to improve on the final lap. Will start P2, Slowy Red P3, Archit P4, Faizan P5 and his teammate Thorned P6 for the Mercedes. Then comes Ferrari of Chocolade. Then Aston Martin of Good as Bacon, Red Bull, ABD P9, P10 to Zenith Lee of Alfa Romeo, then McLaren of Aman, then Alpine of Prabhaldeep, P13 Prometheus, Aston Martin Los Blancos P14, and our championship leader and Season-1 winner Rage Nail will start from back of the grid. And that is it from the quali. And now we will move on to our main event, the race. So yep, these are the timings posted. We will soon be moving to the main event, that is race. Now we'll go through the drivers' strategy calls. Which tire compound will they be opting on to start their races? So we can see Rhino opting on for medium right now. It might just change. But many of the drivers, most of the drivers opting on to medium compound, and very few. Oh, there is rage nail on soft also. So yep, watch out for our own Max Verstappen, that is rage nail. We'll be starting from P15 all the way from the back and will attempt to do a Hamilton. I so love to somehow incorporate these both names in a single sentence to make it somehow it becomes controversial or witty in a way. Yeah, two great drivers. One already great, one still on the path to greatness. Will be called one of the greatest, obviously. And one has already marked himself as a legend of the sport, I say for sure. 7 times winning a title, yeah. Call it the fastest car being in hand or whatever, but yeah. Aman also opting for soft compound. So yeah, couple of drivers coming out on softs and bit of a shuffle throughout the grid on between mediums and hards. Taking a lot of time to set up their cars, and oh, as I was saying that they are on the track, and as 5 red lights go out, we are now racing in Brazil. Rhino taking on his position quite rightfully and maintaining that onto the turn one, but there is quite a lot of movement happening at the back as multiple cars going alongside in a Haas. Oh, quite a few cars spinning away on the track along the S's. A Chocolate is going alongside and now behind Good as Bacon. Both Mercedes have moved up one place up, but top three remains the same. But behind, yeah, quite a bit happened there where Archit lost quite a few places and is P11 right now. Chocolate and Good as Bacon fighting for the position of P6 and P7 there. As Good as Bacon, he is glitching a bit there. Yep, we are on and racing. Rhino with the fastest lap right now. Everyone has somehow now managed to, create a fine gap between each other, not fighting, not much of a fight going on anywhere. But yeah, cars are closing on to each other turn by turn. Both Mercedes now coming together. Quite close for comfort there between Thornid and Faizan for sure. As there is no camaraderie between any of the teammate, it is each for themselves. And they, as a yellow flag out in sector 2, something happening between Prometheus has lost quite a bit place there and has moved on to P15. Genethly also P14 now. Rage Nail has already moved up to P11. So that is something to look to, as he will be moving up the grid for sure, up the order. As Slowy Red going alongside with Satvik Reddy and will take away that P2 away from Satvik Reddy, who will have to concede this position for a moment as DRS has been enabled. Rage Nail fastest lap on soft compound. Archit goes in the pits and receives a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That will harm him later. Archit and Prometheus both in the pits. Obviously, Rage Nail will be the fastest right now. Soft compound, DRS has been switched on. He's chasing Los Blancos right now, and let's see how quickly he'll be able to catch up to him. As I can see ahead, Prabhaldeep and ABD is fighting a bit. Rage Nail, a couple of fights going around here. One Rage Nail one Red Bull defending, one Red Bull attacking. And on to the main straight, I suppose there will be a couple of overtakes happening. Having a look on the inside, still staying behind. Prabhaldeep will have DRS on ABD. Yep, DRS onto the main straight. Los Blancos will be overtaken by Rage Nail onto the main straight. Yep, nothing whatsoever can be done by for a second. Right through it. I mean, Rage Nail is already to the points. 36 laps of racing we have to do. Lap 4 we are on. Okay, even right, even Prabhaldeep still behind ABD. ABD is still defending its position. P8 currently. So caution flag out as Rage Nail and Blancos having some sort of collision, I believe. Attack from behind or not, I don't know. That will surely be reported if there is any sort of incident has happened, as Prabhaldeep still away. Satvik Reddy closing up on Slowy Red and not away in the DRS zone. Still under a second. Chocolate closing up on Thornid, who is trying to catch up to his teammate. Or his teammate can do a Carlos Sainz now. That will be a term used to provide DRS to the fellow driver who is right behind you to help you maintain your lead. So Rage Nail has moved down to P12 for now. He was running P10, and commentator's curse happened, or mirror on Blanco's side or Rage Nail's own unforced somehow error, which caused him to move down the order. Aman receiving the first of the penalties for time warning, a 3-second time penalty for going off the track multiple times, as Thornid is trying to make the move but stays behind his teammate for now. Chocolate also keeping an eye on this fight up front. He will have DRS on Thornid, and Thornid now will surely move up and ahead of his teammate and will make that move on the inside, where Faizan will have to move behind his teammate and defend from the Ferrari, as ERS depleted on the car ahead, on the Mercedes ahead of Thornid. Still quite a bit similar gap which Thornid and Faizan earlier had. It's just that the positions have interchanged. Now Faizan will have DRS and Chocolate will also have DRS on Thornid. And Faizan will try to make that move. He goes deep into the corner. They make contact and Thornid has lost that position to his teammate. His teammate, was there that opportunity or he just dived in? I don't know. But now Chocolate will make that move on. Oh, Thornid, but a bit of contact there between Mercedes and Ferrari. Okay, couple of contact between these three drivers. First the teammates and then the mark of Thornid and Ferrari of Chocolate. Not much of action going anywhere else on the track as Archit is now closing up on Aman. Archit running P14 and Aman P13. One with 5-second penalty, one with 3-second penalty. Archit easily overtaking Aman there. Now Thornid will try to come back and make that move again on his teammate. As caution flag up in the last sector, ABD has lost his position. I don't know out of what reason, but Thornid has made the move on his teammate, and now the roles will switch again. Now I think Faizan has again DRS on Thornid and will make that move on Thornid. And Chocolate again coming, this time pushing Thornid all the way out on the track. Thornid keeping his car out on the track to manage his position, but yeah, he has lost 2 positions and now moved on to P6. Behind Raisnail is again moving close to Blancos who is trying to move up close to ABD. Up ahead, Prometheus receiving a 3-second time penalty which will not help his cause. He is running P15 currently. As Chocolate coming up closer and closer to Faizan as they go on the main straight. Chocolate will make that move and will stay up and ahead. Move up to P4. Now Thornid 0 ERS but DRS will go behind this pair. Now Raisnail Los Blancos will be chasing ABD up ahead. As Raisnail this time will again pass Los Blancos. And nothing Blancos can do to defend this time. Now the chase begin again for Raisnail. P10 again into the points. It's lap 9 out of 36 and his softs will deteriorate much faster than the mediums of ABD, who's gone a bit deep into the corner, giving a hope to his teammate that ABD might just be leaving space for me. But that might just not be the case as we go on to the main straight. Now ABD, how much will he defend? He will defend with all his might, and it will cause Raisnail to spin away and again move out of the points, move out of a top 10 position. I don't know if there was any sort of contact there, but yeah, Raisnail is again out of top 10. Thornid has received 3-second time penalty for going off the track multiple times. Satvik Reddy still chasing Slowy Red, but Rhino, our pole sitter, will be lapping the car of Prometheus soon. Running quite safely and easily P1 right now. So yep, And we can see Rage Neil again. Oh my god, he went off the track. I'm so sorry. Whenever I'm coming onto him, there is something happening with him. Something wrong is happening, so I won't go on and switch on my camera angle to him. We'll go on and circle back to him later. Let him drive, let him cook. On it again, closing up on. Okay, I'm not. We can see obviously Rajnil has now pitted finally on his soft compound. He will be coming out on hards, I presume, or he might just come out on mediums and assume a safety car to come later and pit along with other drivers. But yep, the only fight on track right now is between these two Mercedes drivers. As Thorned has made the move on his teammate onto the Senna SS, and he has come up front and defending from his teammate, and for now we'll stay up ahead and move on to P5. But Faizan for sure will be coming back with the help of DRS, moves on the inside, a bit of nudge to his teammate who goes off the track, comes back, loses his position again on a P6. So no camaraderie there between these Mercedes drivers. Faizan, reserve driver, but yeah, I will not give you any sort of extra respect if you're a permanent driver. We both are driving. Probably receiving a 3-second time penalty for going off the track multiple times. And me realizing chunky peanut butter is better than creamy. So, I mean, creamy is good. They both are good. I eat the whole truth, dark chocolate peanut butter. As caution flag out in third sector. I'm so sorry. I got busy in appreciating my peanut butter. It's only having 3 ingredients, which is the best thing. I mean, just dates, cocoa, and peanut. Amazing, amazing, superb. And what is happening here is, I don't know. I think that is the car of Aman being lapped by Judas Bacon. So that's why we were seeing that sort of graphic scenery. Satvik Reddy closing up on Slowy Red, both running on medium compound. So any viewer who is watching right now the stream, according to you, which peanut butter is better? Or which peanut butter you like, if you even like peanut butter? It's not even a mandatory thing that everyone likes peanut butter. Yeah, if you like, then which one? These two are just fighting. Fighting, non-stop fighting. As good as Bacon is in the pits. Switching on to fresh mediums. So yeah, if you're watching and listening, then which peanut butter, chunky or creamy? And also the whole truth, please can you sponsor me? Please. I love your peanut butter, so please sponsor me. Faizan again coming back on his teammate, will jump on the inside, late braking, sticks on the inside and makes that move. Tick. Thorned. He'll have to go again. ABD receiving a 3-second time penalty for going on the track multiple times. He will make the move on Los Blancos. Blancos moving down to P10. ABD moving up to P8. Hornet Faizan still at the same place. Rage Nails fastest lap in the mediums also. So yep. Tire compound doesn't matter. He is still the fastest on the track, and as he, oh my god, what was that speed difference? Speed demon, that is Rage Nail. And the car Red Bull. Now the interesting point will be to see when one of these two will pit. Will it be Faizan to pit first, or will it be Thorned? And because they both are running so close, they might just enter at the same time. And whosoever will be behind, oh my god, that person, I mean, stating the obvious, will lose time in the pits. Extra time. Reginald still going faster and faster and faster. Again behind us, Martin, this time good as bacon, who has come out of pits P10 and will not be able to defend against our speed demon, that is Rage Nail. P10 again, and I will move away from you and I'll let you cook, as Louis Red is still defending. And the Rhino sailing on main straight. P1 started P1, lap 17, still P1. So yep, great pace all around. Satvik Reddy will make this move stick. Yep, he will. Sticks it on the inside, goes through on the Senna-S's and moves up to P2. Great stuff there, Satvik Reddy, and I must commend both of these drivers. They are managing their race perfectly. Staying so close as Louis Red goes through on to the next turn, and soon be lapping his teammate Prometheus, who is running P14. Great stuff from these two. As ABD goes into the pits, Prabhaldeep goes into the pits. Thorned and Faizan still out on track, still fighting. Thorned has moved a bit behind. As Rage Nail again making a move on Los Blancos. Third time making move on Los Blancos. And Los Blancos not able to do anything. And now soon Los Blancos will be getting chased by his teammate. As Satvik Reddy will now try to take a move, as yellow flag up in second sector, but green again. Okay, whatever it was, it cleaned up quite quickly, as Faizan has received 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. First Merc driver to go into the pits is Faizan, and he has received a 5-second penalty. So good in lap from Thorned can help his cause, as he has received a 3-second time penalty already. So a good in lap and good out lap can help his cause of maintaining the position. As good as Bacon has made the overtake, because quite slowly Blancos has moved into the pits, as Faizan will come out behind Rage Nail. We are at mid stage of this race, and Faizan, oh my god, it's collecting penalties now. 3-second time penalty. Adding up more. I think he must have thought that 5-second in the pits. And now Rage Nail, ABD, multiple drive. Oh my god. Multiple drivers at once receiving 3-second time penalty for going off the track. We will go through the time penalties. That is slow red. Oh my god, what is happening? Why you are having to receive a time penalty by going into the pits and just, bashing your head into the wall. Purposeful. You're hurting yourself on your own. 3 seconds for Thornid, 5 seconds for Slowy, Red, Rage, 3 seconds, Faizan, 8 seconds, Archit, 5 seconds, 3 seconds for Prabhaldeep, 6 seconds for ABD, 3 seconds for Prometheus and Aman. Both are the points, 14 and 15. Chocolate and Thornid still to pit. I think we'll soon see Thornid going into the pits. Faizan is running P7 right now. The second sector, and Thornid has the last sector. Should surely go into the pits, and he's not going into the pits. Is this the right call? Okay, time will tell us, but yeah. In my assumption, and as much as I can read, if he will go into the pits next time, Faizan will make the overtake on him. I think. Zaman is collecting penalties. Rhino has not even pitted, so yeah, these two are the oldest runners on medium compound. Chocolate also on hard, also on old hards. He might just pit later than these two, but yeah. Satvik Reddy. Okay, what happened there? I don't know. Disconnected or what? He is going into the pits. I'm not sure what happened there with him. But yeah, he's coming into the pits. And switching on to medium compound. Is that the AI of Satvik Reddy? Is he disconnected somehow? Because pitting at that point didn't seem right move, and Scar is also visibly looking as an AI. I'm not sure what has happened here, but yep. Blanc was moving closer to ABD now. So they both have pitted and on to pressure compound. Both on the hard compound, I assume. Goodisbacon going into the pits again. Not sure why he's going into the pits again. Oh, that was his AI. Oh my god. Is AI pitting them in, or what is happening? I don't know. And Rhino has finally pitted in, and let's see where he will come out. Chocolate has obviously overtaken him. Will he be coming behind Slowy Red or not? That will be the question. I think not. He will be coming ahead of Slowy Red. Yeah, he's coming ahead of Thornid also. So, yep, good pit for him as he will maintain his P1 as Chocolate will go into the pits. Was an ABD coming quite close for comfort there. Almost had a contact, and I think they did have a bit of contact there. But yeah, Blanco still behind ABD. Will have DRS on him. ABD defending with all his might, and Good as Bacon has retired. I don't know what has caused that, but he has retired. As Hornet has received a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Oh my god. Why? So Good as Bacon has retired, but no form of safety car coming out. I don't know what has been the reason for his retirement. But yep. Archit has gone into the pits. Thorned is coming out of the pits on. Am I seeing it right? He's coming out of the softs. Bold move. 12 laps to go and he's out on soft. Bold move. Rage Nail currently running P3. Still away, quite away from the leader. That is Rhino has also come out on soft. So okay, I'm assuming Thornida has mirrored the leader, who has also posted the fastest lap time. And Ragedale is also going into the pits and for sure will be switching on to soft compound. But I mean, okay. I mean, they do sure trust themselves so much that they are happy to give away a bit of positions for now to gain them back again. Multiple drivers are pitting in for fresher compound, but Rage Nail has come out on mediums. Okay. We'll see what will happen. We are witnessing as it is going on alongside as Satvik Reddy has lost the grip on the final sector here. And Haas guy is not having the best of their day. Blue flag out for him as Rhino crossed him. He will go into the pits, I assume. Yep, Archit running P11. Not a good day for Haas guys. Satvik Reddy might just retire. Yep, Satvik Reddy has retired from the session. Didn't feel it, but it will come back to him once he lost it, and yep, he has retired into the pits. Never a good sight to see a driver retire, even though if they are running out the points. But yeah, in virtual racing you can just quit, whereas in real life you might just not get that luxury or opportunity to quit. You should not quit in general, but yeah, it is part of the game which you can opt for, and yeah, people opt for that. Blanco's trying to make that move happen on ABD. ABD is still defending P8 on track as he has received multiple time penalties. Blancos will surely take that position away, given the scenario remains the same till the end. As to all the viewers right now watching, I pose you the question again. Which peanut butter is better, chunky or creamy? mean, I can see 4 viewers right now. Great to have you all 4 here. If we can converse, then we should converse. If you have any questions, you can obviously post them in the chat. Any view, anything you want to share, chat is open. Yep. And the question of the day is, which peanut butter is better, chunky or creamy? As Blanco's still trying to make that move on ABD. You're on lap 28 out of 36. Rage Nail P6. Most of the drivers with the time penalty of some sort because of speeding in pit lane or going off the track multiple times. But yep, penalties are there. Blancos has lost 2 positions. So instead of gaining one, he has lost one. So back to P10 for Blancos, as now Archit will be trying to make that move on ABD, who has been defending from Blancos till now, but will now be okay. He is moving quite a lot and comes right in front of Archit. Okay, ABD, you are being naughty, as we see many cars coming together now, as ABD and Archit are going alongside. Archit with the DRS will have better pace, but I think ABD will try to make that move again, but no, Blancos is moving alongside and make that move on ABD, and ABD losing 2 positions, 1 turn, 2 positions. Thornid also losing position away from Rage Nail, who has moved on to P5. So yep, ABD now moves down to P10 and will be now chased by Kenneth Lee. So yeah, ABD tried everything, but none of that worked. Has lost a couple of positions. Now we'll see Janet Lee if he will be able to make any move on ABD, as ABD will make move on. Blancos were far away and will stick it in. But Blancos, that was good. That was good move for Blancos for sure. He maintained his line and moved up front, but ABD is coming back and with ferocious pace. A DRS advantage is something, as Blancos is coming back again. And oh my god, they're going alongside on the next fast right-hander, where ABD will gain those positions which he lost a lap ago, will gain that position back. Blue flags are being waved. I don't know for what reason. I think Rhino just passed through their these 3, so they had to somehow manage their positions. Rhino just lapped them. So Rhino has lapped everyone. Not never, I mean till ABD. I ask again, now to the 5 viewers who are watching, what do you think? Which peanut butter is better, chunky or creamy? Up ahead, Rage Nail has moved up to P4. Faizan now moved down to P5 and P6 to his teammate Thornid, where they both started. And ABD now defending from Blancos again. Blancos defending from Janet Lee. Janet Lee and Blancos fighting for the final point position. That is P10. So let's stick with these guys. I mean, this is the fight right now, which is happening on track. This is the only fight. Aman receiving another 3-second time penalty. ABD given the task of defending again. Moves on to the left. Moves on to the center of the track. Maintains his line. Sticks to his line and receives a 3-second time penalty because his line was not the right line. We are on lap 32 out of 36. And as much as ABD can do, he will not be. With the things being the same, he will not be P9, he will move down to P11. As Thornid has gone into the pits and gone on to fresher softs, he will be surely coming out of the pits. Same position, that is P6. And this will surely give him an opportunity to attempt the fastest lap, as you can see Prometheus and both of these coming out of the pit at the same time. As we move back to this fight between Blancos, Zenith and ABD. I mean, I'm seeing Blancos not using much of his ERS. He's saving it for lap 36 only. I don't know. I can see ABD draining it. And okay, Jelly said enough is enough. If you're not making move on the driver ahead, I'll make the move on you. And Janet Lee moves on to P10. Now Prometheus. Oh no, it is Slowy Red, I think. Slowy Red is coming to lap these guys. Now these guys will have to move out of their line and give space to Slowy Red. Or just stick to your line, he'll go through you. But yeah, I mean, Janet Lee had enough and he said, let me try. But ABD said, not today. As Janet Lee now has lost multiple positions, Blancos will now try again. As Shokalade is coming up behind them to lap them. Lap 34, Rage Nail currently P4. Still nearly 5 seconds away from Chocolate from that final podium place in Brazil. Janet Lee has retired. I don't know what happened there. Maybe because of what happened between him and ABD. But yeah, he has retired. Now finally, Blancos have made the move on ABD finally. So Blancos has finally moved on to P9. And up ahead, Chocolate is closing up on Slowy Red. Rhino, our race leader, running on fresh softs. Somehow the weather has become much more cloudy and overcast. I assume if any rain has to happen now, will not harm anything. But if it is a sudden burst of a cloud, then I don't know. Take around. As Rage Nail has gone off the track, damaging different barriers, different boards on the track. Still P4. That won't harm his position for now. Now ABD is, we are on to the last lap, the final lap. And the Rhino is in the middle sector. Soon we'll be moving on to the final sector, and I mean, so happy to see this guy win such a fine race. Has missed a couple of races in between and had bad luck in Singapore where he got shunted from behind as Faizan receiving 3-second time penalty. That will not harm him as he will still finish P5. As Rhino is our winner today. I'm so sorry I moved on to some other driver, but Rhino has won the race in Brazil. Slowy Red will go across the line and finish P2. With all those penalties, he will move down to P3 and Chocolate will move on to P2. Oh my god, nice! Chocolate moving on to P2 and Rage Nail will now go across the line and will finish P4. Faizan will move on to finish P5. Soon Thornton will be coming behind him. Archit with, I think, one of the only driver with none penalty. And for Los Blancos ABD, Prometheus, Aman, the race is done. That is your final position. As Thornid will now go across the line. After having a bit of contact with the ball, he will finish P6 and Archit will be coming around and will finish P7. As that was the Red Bull of Rage Mill, I presume. Yep. All done and dusted on the main straight. So, yep. Ethically, not a good move, not a good thing to do. That will be noted, that is noted. But yeah, that is the end of the race. He will still remain the championship leader, a champion for the season 1. And yeah, driver of the day. But I will still say this was not good. But yeah, let it be what it was. But our winner, Rhino Nardi, on this podium place will take that trophy and will celebrate his win. Rightfully, a good race from him. Great stuff from him, from Chocolate and Slowy Red. Love these drivers finishing on podium. And yep, great day in Brazil. No safety car. Yep, there was no safety car, right? Or was there a safety car? I don't know. Safety car, but yeah, Rage Nail with the fastest lap, Rhino with the win, and that is the order for today. With the ABD rounding up our top 10, Blancos P9, probably P8, Archit P7, P6 to Thornid, P5 to our reserve driver for Mercedes, Faizan, P4, Rage Nail, P3, Slowy Red, Chocolate, P2, and our winner today, PSF1 Rhino of Alfa Romeo. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much for sticking by. That is it. We'll see you again next week for the last time in this season. We will be racing under the floodlights in Yas Marina. And that will be our last race this season. So, yeah, come by, come around. Next time, that is Friday, 9 p.m. and we'll be racing in Yas Marina. Till then, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming in, sticking by throughout this race, throughout the season. Keep on racing. Take care. Good night.